We beseech you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that in your own mercy you've gathered your servant in this place for a purposeful deliberation, and a way forward and a way out for victory for our candidate, Atiku Abubakar. Those who have made their way from their various homes to this place, we pray that you return them back safely. And all that we are going to discuss here today will be useful and beneficial to the generations we are in for now. Oh God, like somebody have said, we have sinned, forgive us our sin, and direct us to the best way, and if for us the road to victory come 2023. Wassalamu ala mursalin, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.
Salut ala Nabi Karim. Salut ala Nabi Mustafa. To be. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to rise to our feet now to respect Nigeria by singing the national anthem, please. National anthem. No matter the situation, being a living soul, we still need to thank God, Abi. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going straight to the number 6 from our program. That is the ASG National President speech. A round of applause for my president, please.
PDP power.
PDP
Power.
PDP
Power.
PDP
Power.
PDP
Power.
Kogi State, our able guest speaker, former commissioner, Kogi State, the coordinator of Atiku Solidarity, Grassroot, Kogi State, Honorable Yaya, National Organizing Secretary, Honorable Jacob, Zonal Coordinator, Director of Mobilization, Honorable Cheche, members of the high table, all honorable comrades of Atiku Solidarity Grassroots Mobilization, men and women of Kogi State, beg your pardon, Dr. Abubakar is also in our midst on the high table. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all welcome to this timely occasion. It is my great honor and privilege
to be in Kogi State. I've not been here to spend a night, but sometimes I usually travel to Port Harcourt, other places, and pass through Kogi State. But because of this movement, I have the privilege to spend a night in Kogi State. I sincerely appreciate your reception, your hospitality, your kindness to me from the time I entered into Kogi State. I want to say that Kogi State is an ancient city, and Kogi State has a great significance in the history of Nigeria. Kogi State has produced great men and women who have made impact, not only in Nigeria, but all over the world. Kogi State is a global name. As far as Nigeria is concerned, Africa is concerned. One thing I observed is that as I entered into the city, I discovered that there have not been tremendous changes as expected. A city that have big names, have big men, but up to now we can't pinpoint recent development based on the administration in Kogi State. And that is why we are agitating a change where we can have a Kogi State of our dream, where our children can have good education, good health, security, and a leader we can call our own, who is accessible, reachable, and we can meet at any time. That is the kind of leadership that we're expecting in Kogi State and the entire nation, Nigeria. Once again, I'm highly honored to be here. I bring you good news from His Excellency Atiku Abubakar, and also from APCO, Atiku Presidential Campaign Organization. They are all aware of this meeting, and they extend their warm greetings to all the PDP fans of Kogi State. We at the PDP level, and as a support group, we want to assure Kogi State that come 2023, power must change hands. And if power must change hands, we need a collective cooperative cooperation, where we can stand our ground to say enough is enough. His Excellency Atiku Abubakar is counting on you and I to come all out to make the difference. As far as we are concerned, among the presidential candidates for 2023, there is nobody that can stand the capacity of His Excellency Atiku Abubakar. When you talk about experience, it's a man that has global experiences. You talk about a man that understands the history of what is happening in Nigeria, because he has once been a vice president. So he knows the problem of Nigeria. When you talk about economic influence both in Nigeria and diaspora, he's a successful businessman. And amongst the presidential candidates, there is no candidate that is well accepted in the 6th geopolitical zone in Nigeria as Atiku Abubakar. He can talk to the Igbo man, they will listen. To Yoruba man, they will listen. To the Northerners, they will listen. That is why we call him the unifier. What Nigeria needs is unity. Without unity, there is no progress. Without unity, there is no security. Without unity, we cannot have a Nigeria of our dreams. And that is why we are not just here to talk about Atiku, but we are here to talk about what he is coming to do in Nigeria to change the narratives and to give us a Nigeria of our dreams. I want us to know that there is nobody else, 2023, that is fit and capable of leading this country, apart from His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar.
Inshallah.
Coming to the issue of Atiku Solidarity Grassroot, I want to categorically say that as a national president, amongst all the states, Kogi State has proved himself that they are ready to change not only the government of Kogi State, but they are ready also to influence the new change that is about to come in Nigeria. Because of that, I celebrate all the members, all the comrades, all the honorables members of ASG Kogi State. I give you a salute. I want to say that as far as this coming campaign is concerned, I want to encourage all the contestants at every political level under PDP. If you must win this election, you must make sure you align yourself with ASG. And this is my reason. ASG has a well-packaged, consolidated structure that covers from the state down to the local government, down to the grassroots. We are talking of structures that are visible, verifiable, where you can find them at any point in time. And structure, you are sure that your vote is secured. The patron of ASG is also a Kogite, and that is the person of His Excellency Captain Idris Wada. He's aware of this meeting, and that's to let you know that even me as a national vice president, I'm also part of Kogi State ASG, because our boss, our patron, cannot identify ourselves with this movement. This is an opportunity for you to identify yourself, because we are out to make sure that PDP, from the presidential level right down to the councillor level, everybody was willing to vote. ASG is commendable because it is a self-sponsored support group. All this while, it is sacrifices for this nation and for our children that have kept us. We have not received any fund from the presidential campaign organization. Why? Because support groups are meant to fund themselves until the due time for proper campaign proper, which of course is starting on the 28th of November next month. September, I beg your pardon. So based on our capacity and our sacrifices, both on the platform of the campaign organization and our individual efforts to reach out to Nigerians, Atiku Presidential Campaign Organization has made us to know that ASG is one of the support groups that will get all the allocation, all the incentives, all the materials to campaign for Atiku Abubakar come 2023. Why is this group so important? Is because as an independent support group, we are not under any support group. We are on our own. We have direct link to the source. So if you are part of us, then you have the privilege to one day meet His Excellency Atiku Abubakar face to face. The Turaki Adamu. And again, I want to say that we have an ambition. We have a great prospect for campaigning for Atiku Abubakar. The reason is that we are not just campaigning for him to win, but we believe he's a unifier, he's a man that does not forget those who have labored for him. He has raised governors, he has raised ministers, he has raised members of the Green House, of the Red House, State Assembly, right down to the councillorship. And today they are sons and daughters that make up the structure of Atiku Presidential Campaign Organization. And that is the structure that we are working under to make sure that the entire nation, both the Muslims or the Christians or the Kogites or whatever you call them, will vote for Atiku Abubakar. Don't forget that many of the sons and daughters of this state in PDP, they are connected to the success of Turaki of Adamawa. So I'm assuring you that if you are part of us, that you will make this selfless sacrifice to stand for a unifier, a man with experience, a man with connection, a man that have a heart for the people. I want to assure that when he becomes president, you will not be left behind. Amen. And I will not be left behind. Amen. So I'm looking forward for a day that we'll all meet in Aso Rock. You may be a minister, you may be a pansec, if not at the federal, at the state, local government. Because after he wins the election and Kogi State change power to PDP 223, inshallah, we are very, very sure that he will ask of those who worked for him, those who sacrificed for him, and those are the first people that will be recommended for one thing or the other. We are not blind followers. We know what we are doing. And that is why ASG is 100% professionally articulated 2023. I celebrate all the Kogites. I celebrate all the members of ASG. And I say to you, together, 223, inshallah, Aso Rock. No negotiation. Thank you very much. And God bless all of you.
Nigeria yìí tí gbogbo wa ní kó máa gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ torí kò sí ibòmíràn tí a lè lọ àjò lè dàbí ilé ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ ká fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan gbé kémi gbé.
I want us to enjoy this music so that we know definitely this Nigeria is our home. And after the music, we are coming with a beautiful topic, that is lecture. My vote for car.
To assemble here for the purpose of this great occasion, inauguration of ASG Atiku Support Group. I have been told by my brothers here that I should just give a lecture on my vote, my future. I am not a lecturer. I may be a teacher. But however, this vote we are talking about is about election, is about Atiku. And for that reason, or for those reasons, we are gathered here. I pray that whatever we are going to say today will be translated into actions and successes. If you remember or take note of some things or some events, wherever a democratic principles are observed, or a democratic government is being run, just like the military banks a weapon to act, any civilian or electorate counts and bounces on vote to act. And that, I believe, is where we are today. And they say I should say something about my vote, my future. Definitely. As Democrats, and specifically as member of a party that is so democratic, the PDP family. What we got proud of from inception of the PDP today is our vote. It's unfortunate that people never know the importance or the significance of their vote. Let me combine the two. When you say my vote, my future, I will say that your vote is your future if you must live. Your vote is your future if you must live. In developed country, voters' rights or voters' card are justly guided like you guide a life or a right of a human being. Reason, it is your vote that you use to decide your future and the future of the unborn generation. Some 100 years ago, certain countries that have developed today took an uprising to say that no, we must elect a leader of our choice. And it comes down to vote. In seeking for Nigerian independence, certain civilized Nigerians believe that we are enough to be on our own. Though there was no card, but there was a vote which gives us the right to the bed of today Nigeria. No election has been held since then without a vote. I want to assure you that in those days you say your vote don't count, but by the grace of God your vote will count.
Amen.
Come 2023. It has happened in Osun, and it will happen again. Let me take you or scroll you back some years back when the state was ruled by the People's Democratic Party under Dr. Alhaji Ibrahim Idris and Captain Idris Wada. Me and you have the guts and the liberty to enter anywhere, anytime, and to say anything at any moment. For what reason? Your vote. Your vote took them there. And that made your future at that moment so bright. In fact, you were free citizens that time. We were all free citizens that time. In fact, maybe member of PDP and you govern the state. You have the free right of movement. You have the free right of speech. You can walk into any office and tell them, I am a member of PDP. I know some guys in this town that time. If they walk into your office, they will demand one thing or the other. And they will say, look, I will tell His Excellency, you know we are this, we are that, we are that. What gives them? Their vote. 2016, when people said our government is no longer good, that we destroyed our own government by our hand. To the extent that members of PDP overnight either will decamp or will work for another party. And I used to tell them that time that you can never claim a house that you rent. And that the house you live and it's your structure and you build it, you can afford to do anything. You can demolish and decorate. But you cannot even decorate a rented house. Now, as member of PDP today in Kogi State, however genuine you are in your advice, however better you are, however good you are in your own profession, can you give this government any advice that it should be followed? This is because your vote is not their vote. Today, I know, like me and maybe some few members, for the past 7 years, I know somebody who has not knocked the gate of government house. What do you go there for? Because your vote is not there. Now, when we're talking of this our vote, that we so negated it, that in 2015 some members of PDP sold their vote for 5,000 or 3,000 or 1,500, all because they want that money immediately. But then we are not surprised. Yes. We are not God, but we knew it was going to happen. And we were vindicated by saying, don't vote Buhari. See, PDP, just like you know, I'm sorry, deviating a little. It's a party that was formed based on principles, based on recognition and acceptance of the whole. We can quarrel, we can fight, we can do anything, but we have resolved. Let me announce to you, just a moment. When I call our Grand Patron, I say, Oga, how far now? He said, don't worry, we are coming, we have resolved. And we have resolved. You see it today, Wike is telling anybody. When they ask him who is, I say, Atiku Abubakar is our candidate. So, I don't believe you should get your shoulder high and walk. Now come back to our vote. 7 years ago, the same government came to deceive God in Kogi State saying, if we give Cap a history, they came to tell us, if we give them our vote, we will be secured. If we give them our vote, there will be abundant food. If we give, let's come back to Kogi State. Which one do we have? No. So, the votes of Kogi State that is given to them, what then is the children go to school? That is it. Ajaokuta, which they said that at the end of the day, we'll be producing cars before 4 years. Stop. Rather, the remaining workers, because our votes have been given to them, and the future of those working there has been what? Hampered. Now, I don't want to prolong my speech. Captain Wada said that I should give you people his greetings and support. He will be back in the country any moment next week. However, my brothers, my sisters, the house has some proverb. They say, "Jikimega ko." If you no one know, your body will tell you now, abi? Eh? Yes. This one I need to swear, and if I swear is nothing. Last week, today is Saturday. On the Friday before the last, I was driving, I was going to church, I passed the cafe. Well, if it's another person that tells me the story, I'll just debunk it and stop. So a police stopped me on 2 occasions. One stopped. I thought he was going to ask some paper. I said, madam, it's like you are going for preaching. He said, yes. He said, any problem? I was furious because I was in a haze. He said, no, don't be in the haze. I want to tell you something. So I stopped. And vehicles were behind me at their point. He said, madam, I'm telling you, as you are going, please put this country in prayer. He said, I served under your Agua at the villa. And after your Agua, I served 4 years of Goodluck Jonathan in the villa as a security personnel. He said, on Friday, not official, it is unofficial, the wife of Yer Adua, the wife of Jonathan will give you 5,000 for your pocket. And every day you are fed. He said, I swear to God, that if the, he said he worked his transfer from villa. Wallahi, the man told me like that. He said he worked his transfer from villa. That if they post any security personnel to villa and you have no gari, you will come back lead. That's what he said. He said you will even be sick. Now, even in Kogi State, I knew sometimes that every day cows have been killed. Every day. Not chicken yet. Everybody that goes to government house eat. Today, even the close one to the governor doesn't eat in the government house. This is the only government I have seen that. Because we throw our vote. This is the government. Those days, you know, I know. Is it fasting? Is it Salah? Is it Christmas? You must no. I know a time that the Muslims, the Christians, they have Salah gift. The Muslims, the Christians, they have Christmas gift. Tell me, do you have now? Do I have? Didn't you vote? So your vote determines your future. Let not fall into a situation that at the end of the day, election is coming. We can forget easily. But these 7 years of suffering is enough for us to rethink and say enough is enough. We don't just want to bring a change, we want to bring positive change. What did I say? Positive change. We are changing from change to a positive change. And that is why me and you will have to go back to our grassroots and canvass and seek for vote for Turaki Adamawa, Atiku Abubakar, so that we can beautify our future. Lastly, I know it is only tough men that continue to go. We are in this state, despite their threats, despite they are saying this or that. We live here, we serve under PDP government. And we continue to live here. We move around, we tease them, we talk to them, we correct them, they hear or not. PDP still remains the better alternative. If we must safeguard and secure our future. Well, the future belongs to God. But from what has come so plainly, PDP has played a game that is all inclusive. And then the present government, from top to bottom, has played a sectional kind of governance that if you are not there, and even if you are there, if you are not close, you don't belong. So the only solution is for us to go back, canvass, readdress, seek support for PDP, safeguard your vote, save your vote, tell others to save their vote, and vote for PDP so that we can decide the future of ourselves, the future of our children, and the future of the years unborn.
And thank you very much. May God bless you. A round of applause for that, please. I think the lecture is well assimilated. And what Judge said, it is now left for me and you to do the needful. They say youth are the future of tomorrow. Do you know your food can affect that youth not to become future of tomorrow? Because of how much? Thank you, Daddy. God bless you. And bring back more knowledge and wisdom. Inshallah. Now we are going straight to light music. We have the light band there. At least within 5 minutes. In fact, if you want to shake, shake well. If you want to shake, shake properly. Don't just sit down on the chair and not making any move. Thank you very much. The light band, please. There was a time where we were starting cold, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. We see the Messiah on the street. Love is all we need. We are the one. We are the children. We are the one who make a better place. So let's start giving. There is a choice we're making. We say we love the Lord. But it's true, love is all we need. Ẹ jẹ́ ká dìbò fún PDP. PDP.
It's
nítorí bẹ́bùdì onígbé tí ó bá jẹ́ ènìyàn lójú rẹ̀ nìyẹn ti máa sọ̀rọ̀. Dr. Abubakar, I recognize your presence in your way. From my sense to Kanabu Wada, Dr. Abubakar, Olonando Mobarodi, Abeli Kala Menga Shaga. From my SSA to the Captain Wada, on transport, I recognize your presence in there. Pastor to Mr. Adamu, Abubakar, Shekuni Yogoki, you know. Comrade Naya Shaibu, I recognize your presence. Bami Tọ́júẹ̀, Honorable Dr. Godos, Great Arts, Ekumi, Bami Tọ́jú gbogbo wọn. Àwọn ti PDP rèé. Ṣé bá jẹ́ ènìyàn lójúrò ni a ti máa sọ̀rọ̀? Ṣé bá jẹ́ ènìyàn lójúrò ni wá ti sálọ? Ṣé bá jẹ́ ènìyàn lójúrò ni wọ́n ti máa sì rògbò? Onídúró gbìyànjú. Oníyàn lọ fi skáìpù. Your love is special. You fill my life with so much peace and love. You're amazing, Lord. You make my life feel brand new. You're amazing, Lord. You make my life feel brand new. Jesus, you love me too much. Too much, too much, when I come home. Dr. Abubakar, Jesus, you love me too much, too much, too much, when I come home.